Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me pin this real quick. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. And let's get this live going. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let us get this thing going. Atlanta, Georgia in the building. What up? Welcome in. Shout out to Atlanta. Let me make sure I sent out these notifications, and I think we are good money. I think we are good to go. Just a second, y'all. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. We live. Looks like the Buffoons is back in the building. Toronto in the building was good. Welcome in, welcome in. Tap in. We got like another minute or so, a minute and a half, and we're gonna get this thing going. Let me pull up this post real quick. Okay. Just a second, y'all. While I do this. Okay, we got the post ready. Make sure y'all put up the likes as y'all are coming through the building. Let's give it about a minute, 20 seconds, and we're going to get into it. H-Town in the building. What up? Welcome in. Welcome in. We got a crazy story for y'all, man. Just not even crazy, just embarrassing at this point. Dreamers Pro from Cincinnati. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Ohio Games Talks. Welcome in. Shout out to you. Good to have you in the building. Welcome in. Paul Pierce is trying to stay relevant. Don't worry, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Let's give it like 40 more seconds. Get the likes up while y'all are coming in, and we're going to have fun with it. Make sure y'all tap in. 30 more seconds. Paul Pierce done lost his damn mind. He done lost his mind. Absolutely. Saying stuff to go viral, that's all of it. You already know. You already know. Let me give it 20 more seconds, and then people catch up to the live as we're doing it, so I don't waste too much time. Let me put this up real quick. Okay, we got this going. I think we good. Dreamers Pro, I'm from the dumb state of Texas. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with Texas. I don't know why Texas is dumb. But shout out to Texas. I'm not gonna go ahead and say that. All right, so let's get into this story, man. People will catch up. Y'all will catch up while y'all catch up. So anyway, I was actually relaxing, right? We had produced a lot of content. We got another video dropping in a little bit. So I was actually just chilling. Then I open up my phone and I see a post from, what's the account? From Sideline Sources. And on the thumbnail, it has SGA and Michael Jordan on the thumbnail. And then I read this, and I'm going to show it to y'all. It says, Paul Pierce and Danny Green say Michael Jordan had a limited bag. SGA got more of a bag. I open up my Instagram, literally, and the first thing I see is that Paul Pierce, believe it or not, and Danny Green are saying that Michael Jordan doesn't have a bag. This is what they're saying. Now, apparently there's some sound because this thing is going viral. So I want to play the sound for y'all. Take a listen to the sound.
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
he was bag 1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had a bag. Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Like what's up? All right. What do we define as a bag? First of all, just handles to the shot.
I think to me,
like wow.
Then get not just handles, but you have a plethora of moves in your bag.
Yeah. The defense does this.
They don't
now go to this.
You're not predictable.
Yes. You have multiple answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me, that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
You not stopping him to get to his spot, and he's athletic enough to jump and shoot over you.
Y'all agree
give you a shoulder
ball. That say Mike had a limited bag?
Mike had limited bag.
I don't agree. I just don't think he had to use his
You
bag.
guys are crazy.
He didn't need to do
bro.
all
He didn't
that
need
fancy
to.
shit.
I think
He just
Mike had a bag.
He was right to the business.
Bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Shea got more of a bag though. But Shea usually gets to his, he can get to his spot.
Bro,
But Mike had a bag, but didn't have to use it.
So impeccable. So Jordan had no bag.
Kobe's
What is
footwork,
that
I
if
think,
not
is
a
better.
bag?
I think Mike
Kobe had better footwork than Mike?
I think Kobe.
Oh
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I rewatched.
I think it's just
Mike
in
Jordan.
advance. Like Kobe had to. He had to play against better. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike didn't have to do as much
So
as
you doing
pivot, left hand off the backboard.
You doing the Mike played against mechanics thing
I'm
right
saying,
now? Are you
I'm not
really
saying Kobe's a better
entertaining
player. I'm just saying footwork wise, I think Kobe had to evolve his footwork because he's playing against better talent. Like
Mike had limited bag, dog.
Did Paul Pierce have a bag? Because to me, like, what is this guy's game besides a bag?
I think they had the capability. Like
so many moves to get by guys.
Mike had a bag. He didn't have to use it. Kobe had a bag. He used it a little more than Mike. I think he was capable of using different moves. He didn't have to. Like bigger guards use a bump. They know how to get to their spots, make a couple moves.
So Jordan.
What did I tell y'all? What do I continuously tell you guys on the shows that we produce? Don't we constantly say on this channel, we're not the only ones, but I'm talking for myself. Don't we constantly say that the only way that these guys can either make a name for themselves in media or to stay relevant is to say some of the most ridiculous, asinine, ass backward comments in order to go viral? This is what I always say. That's number one. Number two, the NBA has a problem. Hey guys, let's try to get these likes up to 100 likes. The NBA has a problem. They have a serious problem. The NBA, more than any other professional sport, is the only league where you see players constantly disrespect some of the legends of the game. It's only NBA players that do it with this frequency and with this level of disrespect. Paul Pierce and Danny Green sat in front of a microphone. Paul Pierce is in the top 75. So he's supposed to be somebody that at the very least knows better. At the very least. Decides that he wants to open up his ass just because we're trying to get a few clicks and a few people talking about us. So we're going to sit down here, him and Danny Green, who haven't accomplished 1/100th of what Michael Jordan did. They want to sit down and shoot the breeze and talk about Michael Jordan has no bag, but SGA does. Only a troll will say this. Only a troll. No serious basketball player will say this, but this is the generation that we're in. I always say it on the channel, and now you're seeing it manifest itself in other parts of life. I said we are witnessing the erosion of society. Why? Because we have the older men that then try to ingratiate themselves with younger men, and as a result, they say dumb things and stupid things that they believe will impress a younger audience, all in an attempt to get in with them. Paul Pierce saying this is playing into a particular base. That's the reason why he's saying this. Paul Pierce is not a leader when it comes to leading young men. He's a clown for doing what he's doing. He's a clown. Because if you can so flippantly talk about the player that made the sport so popular to the point where we even give a damn about players like you, if you can just sit there so comfortably shooting the breeze like, oh yeah, Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan, he has no bag. Michael Jordan? Really? Jordan ain't got no bag. Like as if he does. He's saying it like as if dude is not the best ever. He's talking like as if it's just some dude somewhere. Let me read this. Let me read the comment. One guy said, but it's okay when the legends diss the new. Bro, let me break it down to you. Let's move the conversation over to hip hop. Let's move the conversation over to hip hop for a second. Hip hop today is trash, bro. It's trash. And if an older person says it's trash, they're not hating. Son, it's trash. It's trash. Like, it's trash. So if the older generation are looking at a younger product, at a newer product, and saying it's bad, which we can all agree by looking at it, they're not hating. They're just calling it what it is. The fact of the matter is, modern day men are extremely sensitive. This is the problem. Modern day men are extremely sensitive. They can't take critiques. For goodness sake, look at Draymond Green. Look how he behaves when Kenyon Martin mentions, look how he's been behaving. So to me, this is just another example of, oh, I don't want to hear any critique on what's going on. So if y'all say something, y'all are hating. But the fact of the matter is, today's era, in many regards, is trash. Another gentleman said, it goes both ways. Former players downplay today's players, and today's players downplay former players. It's just weird to watch. No, if you watch the NBA dispassionately, you will know that the way that they play ball is dumb. There's such a thing as regression, bro. There's such a thing as regression. Kobe Bryant was pointing this out years ago, talking about it from the grassroots level, from the AAU circuit. They were talking about this years ago. And he said the way that they're rearing up younger players, it's not going to benefit the game because they don't have the fundamentals. So when you watch NBA players today, if they're not going for a layup or three, they're not doing anything else. If you look at them, the game, it's like they're robots. It's like they're robots. This is a fact. This is not hating. We're pointing out something that's obvious. We're pointing it out. We're literally witnessing the erosion of society in front of us at all levels, at dating, a human relation. You're witnessing it at all levels. We are at an all-time low right now. Let's just keep it a bean. We are going backwards. It's a fact. There's evidence for this all throughout society. Now, if you respect your elders, you're viewed as a bozo. But back to the point. Let me play what Paul Pierce said for the new people that just came into the live. Let me show y'all what Paul Pierce just said. So I came across this post that's going viral. Paul Pierce and Danny Green say Michael Jordan had a limited bag. SGA got more of a bag. Let me play the sound for y'all.
So Jordan had no bag?
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
Kobe
he
and Jordan are bag guys.
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had a bag. Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Like what's up? All right. What do we define as a bag? First of all, just handles to the shot.
I think to me,
Like wow. Then get
Not
it
just
off.
handles, but you have a plethora of moves in your bag.
Yeah. The defense does this.
They
I
don't
cannot
know.
go to this.
You're not predictable.
Yes. You have multiple
counters.
answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me, that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble
you
pull-ups.
You're not stopping him to get to his spot, and he's athletic enough to jump and shoot over you.
Y'all
Give
agree
you a
with the
shoulder
people that
bump.
say Mike had a limited bag?
Mike had limited bag.
I don't agree. I just don't think he had to use his
You
bag.
guys are
He
crazy,
didn't need to
bro.
do all
He
that
didn't need
fancy
to. I
shit.
think
He just
Mike had a
went to.
bag,
He
yeah.
was right to the business.
from?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Shea got more of a bag though. But Shea usually gets to his, he can get to his
Yeah.
spot.
Bro,
But Mike had a bag but didn't have to use it.
So impeccable. So Jordan had no bag.
Kobe's footwork, I think, was better. I think Mike
Kobe had better footwork than Mike?
I think Kobe.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I rewatched.
I think it's just in advance. Like Kobe had to. He had to play against better. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike didn't have to do as much as
you doing
pivot, left hand off the backboard.
Doing the Mike played against mechanics thing right now?
I'm not saying Kobe's a better player. I'm just saying footwork wise, I think Kobe had to evolve his footwork because he's playing against.
Yo, I'm gonna turn this shit off. So, guys. Oh, by the way. If you guys make sure you join our free newsletter, we got it pinned to the top. It's called Champions Digest, where you get weekly updates every Sunday on some of our thoughts around the NBA. So make sure you sign up to that. It's for free. We got it pinned at the top below. Make sure you guys sign up to our newsletter, Champions Digest. It's for free. Paul Pierce is a clown, and anybody that agrees with Paul Pierce is an even bigger clown. Saying the only reason I'm not playing Michael Jordan footage is because I don't want to get this live copy. You can't play it because the NBA owns the footage, so I'm not going to do that. But anybody that's who the fuck says this? Michael Jordan doesn't have a bag? Okay, if Michael Jordan doesn't have a bag, my nigga, who does? Who has a bag? Who? If MJ ain't got a bag, who does? Because whoever you bring up, Jordan got more of a bag than them. Bring him up. He said LeBron got a bigger bag than Mike. LeBron got his nuts in your mouth, bro. Shut up. That's what LeBron got. His balls in your fucking ass cheeks. That's what he got. That's what the fuck he got. You a corn ball sucking corn ball. That's what LeBron got. His nuts on your freaking chin. That's what he got. That's what he got. You probably think LeBron got a PhD too. You think LeBron got everything. Kyrie Irving, in terms of dribbling, if that's all basketball is being reduced to, then yes. But Michael Jordan, his full arsenal, Jordan is more skilled than Kyrie Irving. He's just as good a finisher under the rim as Kyrie Irving. Go look at his highlights. He's just as good a finisher under the rim as Kyrie Irving. He really is. He really is. I've seen Michael Jordan do things that I've never seen anybody else do. He's talking about Michael Jordan ain't got counters. Do these guys even watch basketball? I just think it's so pathetic for a guy that earned hundreds of millions of dollars playing basketball to now be reduced all the way down to a clickbait hot take artist in your retirement. I think it's an embarrassment. Paul Pierce is an embarrassment. Can you imagine if Kobe Bryant was doing this? Somebody from his class coming, like later on in his career, 5-10 years after he retired, Kobe Bryant is on podcasts saying stuff like Michael Jordan ain't got a bag. What's next? Magic Johnson don't know how to run a fast break? What's next? Where are we going next? Magic Johnson don't know how to run a fast break? Where are we going next? For the new people that just came into the live, this is what Paul Pierce said, that SGA has more of a bag than Michael Jordan. This is where we're at. So how does Michael Jordan average 30 points a game for his career, 33 points a game in the playoffs for his career, and have no bag? How does he do that? Michael Jordan was perfect. If you, as a young basketball player, decided that you wanted to patent your game after Michael Jordan, you would be chasing perfection. Perfection. He's literally perfect. Literally. He's the perfect basketball player. Perfect. And then what made it worse is you got Danny Green. SGA is more skilled than Michael freaking Jordan. Man, y'all. This is what new media is, bro. New media is worse than old media. Literally. NBA player media is worse than outside. You have independent creators, journalists, NBA players. NBA players are the worst. When it comes to media, they're the worst of the bunch. They're the worst of the bunch. The worst. I just wish we could play the highlights of Jordan, but I don't want to get a copyright. So now you got Paul Pierce saying that Michael Jordan has no bag in comparison to SGA. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Let me play it for y'all again. Listen to this nonsense. Listen to this nonsense.
So Jordan had no bag?
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
Kobe and Jordan aren't bag guys.
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had a
No
bag.
bag.
Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Like, what's so? All right. What do we define as a bag? First of all, just handles to the shot.
I think to me,
Like, wow. Then get
Not
it
just
off.
handles, but you
To
have
me,
a plethora of moves in
you
your
have,
bag.
yeah. The defense does this.
They
I
don't
cannot
know-
go to this.
you're not
I can
predictable.
yes. You have multiple
counters.
answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me, that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble
You knew
pull-ups.
you're not
dog.
stopping him to get to his spot, and he's
Or
athletic enough to
dunk on
jump
you.
and shoot over you.
Y'all
Give
agree
you a
with the
shoulder
people that
ball.
say Mike had a limited bag?
Mike
I
had limited
can't.
limited bag.
I don't agree. I just
Let me ask y'all a question. Would a team come up with a system called the Jordan rules for a guy that has no bag? Why did the Detroit Pistons come up with the Jordan rules if Michael Jordan has no bag? Why did they do that? Why did the Detroit Pistons come up with the Jordan rules for a guy that has no bag? When was the last time you heard rules for any other NBA player? When was the last? Have you heard of the Kobe rules? Have you heard of the LeBron rules? Have you heard of the Paul Pierce rules? Or the SGA rules? I know the Jordan rules. Shaq was just foul Shaq. That's it. That's the only rule. Foul Shaq. This is embarrassing, bro. Paul Pierce is an embarrassment to the sport of basketball. He's an embarrassment. And I can already guess that what's going to happen is if bigger platforms pick this up, NBA player platforms, they're going to probably run with it. NBA player platforms are probably going to run with it because they need something to talk about. So now we're at the point where Paul Pierce is saying, let me read some of the comments on what people are saying. Some people are saying, anything for engagement these days. The amount of disrespect towards Michael Jordan is wild. It's like a coordinated media attack, and it isn't going to work because in the end, MJ is a winner who literally did things which to this day are remarkable. Let me read what else. What does Paul Pierce know about a bag? Let me read another one. Somebody said Kobe definitely had more footwork. Yeah, Kobe Bryant. Yes, I would say Kobe was slightly more skilled than Michael Jordan when it came to shots, but they were basically the same player. But in terms of skills, if Michael Jordan doesn't have skills, who does? What's next? Hakeem Olajuwon ain't got skills. He said MJ couldn't go left in 92. LeBron can't go left till 2025. LeBron can't go left till 2025. I've seen Michael Jordan hit game-winning shots in the finals going left. I've seen Michael Jordan hit game winners in the finals going left. Quite literally. Quite literally. I've seen it. You all saw the shot that he hit. I've seen it. But now, the greatest player to ever play the sport is being reduced all the way down to... Bro, what is this? Michael Jordan had no left hand. So, UTP, who does? Does LeBron James have a left hand? Because I know he's a LeBron guy. Only a LeBron guy would say something that crazy. Does LeBron James have a left hand? And by the way, what do you mean by a left hand? What's your definition of a left hand? LeBron has a... LeBron James has a left hand. LeBron James has a left hand. My God, bro. I don't know what to say no more, man. I don't know what to say no more. We are at the point where the greatest player in a sport is being... This is why NBA media is trash, bro. I'm keeping it being with y'all. NBA media is one big clown show. And I'm a part of the clown show. I'm in a circus too. Oh, don't get it twisted. I probably got my red nose somewhere as well. It's a clown show. And I'm part of the circus. I am part of the circus. In no other sport do you hear these kind of dumb takes. I'm a huge Formula One fan. When they talk about Formula One, you can never hear dumb shit like this. Or in any other sport, it's just basketball where you hear this. This guy said, and you're going to write coach in front of your name too. He said, Paul Pierce is right. You are just mad because Bron makes Jordan and Kobe look like WNBA players. What are we doing? You spent $5 to do this to me? Like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? Do you know what? It's stuff like this. You know when I told y'all we're going backwards as a society, y'all don't believe me? Is this kind of stuff, what Paul Pierce just said, is literally like what Jim Jones when he said he's better than Nas. It's the same thing. Old dudes saying dumb stuff to a younger audience. This is like the basketball version of what Jim Jones said. Literally. It's the basketball version of it. You know when Jim Jones said he's better than Nas and all, you remember that? When he said that and everybody stood up and said, bro, take a seat. Y'all remember that? This is the exact same thing. This is what we're doing. SGA got more of a bag than Michael Jordan? SGA? I've watched SGA play a lot. I watched him play all throughout the playoffs last year. At no point in time did I say to myself, this guy is more skilled than... At no point in time. None whatsoever. None. He said coach is officially bugging. Coach is officially bugging. Hey guys, make sure you guys go ahead and sign up to our free newsletter we got pinned at the top. He says, dude just got to be trolling. So let me play what Paul Pierce had to say for y'all.
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
Kobe and Jordan aren't bad guys.
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had a
no
bag. Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Like what's up? All right. What do we define as a bag? First of all, just handles to the shot.
I think to me,
like wow. Then get
not
it
just
off.
handles, but you have a plethora of moves in your bag.
Yeah. The defense does this.
They
I
don't
cannot go to this.
You're not predictable.
Yes. You have multiple answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me, that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble.
You knew you were not stopping him to get to a spot, and he's athletic enough to jump and shoot over you.
Y'all agree
give you a
with
shoulder
people that say Mike had a limited bag?
Mike had limited bag.
I don't agree. I just don't think he had to use his bag.
You guys are crazy.
He didn't need to do all that fancy shit. He just wanted to. He was right to the business. Bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, Shea got more of a bag, though. But Shea usually gets to his, he can get to his spot.
Bro,
but Mike had a bag, but didn't have to use it.
So impeccable. So Jordan had no bag.
Kobe's footwork, I think, was better. I think Mike
Kobe had better footwork than Mike?
I think Kobe.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I rewatched.
I think it's just in advance. Like, Kobe had to. He had to play against better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike didn't have to do as much as pivot, stop, pivot.
You see? This guy that's agreeing with the coach that wasted his $5 on that crazy comment, he's now saying that Nas is overrated. So clearly this is not a hip-hop fan. For you to say Nas is overrated, you're not a hip-hop fan, bro. You're just somebody that listens to music. Then he took it a step further and said Drake is better than Nas. Drake. Can I ask you a question, brother? Who is your favorite rapper? He said prolific. Let me ask you a question, man. Who's your favorite rapper? You saying Drake is better than Nas? Who's your favorite rapper, bro? Who's your favorite rapper? Leave it in the comment. Who's your favorite rapper? Who you gonna say? Who's your favorite rapper? I'm just curious to hear this. Robert, man. Drake is my... Bro, you think Drake is better than Nas? You think Drake is better than Nas? Oh, my God, bro. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't even know what to say right now, bro. What's Drake's best album? What's Drake's best album? Name Drake's best album. He said hits. Now he's confusing hits with bag. But cool. What's Drake's best album? What's Drake? Take Care? That's his best album? Who you got? Take Care. That was a good album. What's his best album? Scorpion? Scorpion is better than Illmatic? You rocking that Scorpion over Illmatic? I think the only reason you would say that is because you probably don't understand Nas's raps. I really think so. I haven't heard one Drake bar. Not one. Not bar. One Drake verse. Not one in his entire career. Not one that is better than what's the song from Stillmatic? Let me see. What's the name of this song? Where is it at? Let me pull it up. Nas. Nas. I haven't heard one Drake song, not one, that's better than Every Ghetto from Stillmatic. This song right here, if you listen to Nas's last verse in that song, that verse is better than Drake albums. Drake could try to rap for the next 500 years, and he will never write a verse as hard as that verse. Ever. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. He said Drake. Okay, let me read the next comments. It's about maintaining standards. MJ warned 20 years ago, if Americans got lax. Okay, lax, correct. All right. Foreign players would take over the NBA. The NBA was so tough in 98. Dirk nearly went back to Europe. Now Luka says scoring here is easier than Europe. Do you know why that is? Because the NBA is watered down. No, don't delete his comment. Okay, maybe you deleted your own comments, but don't delete his comment. I don't know. I think you. I don't know. He said Stillmatic is mid. Yo, who are these people? Who are these people? He said Stillmatic is mid. Who you listen to? Who's your favorite rapper, UTP? Who your favorite rapper? Who is your favorite rapper? That if Stillmatic is mid, for the fact that you're even using the word mid, I already understand what the problem is, but we're going to let that rock out. Who's your favorite rapper? Drake, Wayne, and you bugging. You're bugging. The only person I'm going to give you on that list, and he's not better than Nas. None of these guys you just mentioned are better than Nas. None of them. Not Drake, not Kanye, not Wayne. I would say Wayne, in terms of rapping, is better than Kanye and Drake, but Nas is better than all of them. All of them. Out of this list you just mentioned, Drake is the worst. I think Lil Wayne is better than Drake, and I would put Kanye West ahead of Drake too. I would put Lil Wayne ahead of Drake easily, and I would put Kanye in front of him because Kanye knows how to make songs. Lil Wayne, Drake is not even on Lil Wayne's level as a rapper. He's not even on Lil Wayne's level. Lil Wayne is a way better rapper. Way better. Kendrick the only one comparable to Nas? Nah, dog. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Nah, I can't give you that. I'm sorry. I can't give you that, bro. Nas is, do you understand how good Nas is? Do you understand how good Nas is? I think people don't understand just how good these people we're talking about. Nas is like, bro, anyway, Nas is like the pinnacle of rap. Like, I think the greatest rapper of all time is Biggie, because I never heard nobody flow like that. Like, I've never heard, like, Biggie to this day, even if I put on Victory and I'm listening to Biggie rap, I'm like, you're having goosebumps. Like, what is happening here? Or you go play that song with him and Bone Thugs and Harmony, Notorious Thugs. Or you just go through his bro, Big to me to this day is like, he's listening to him rap is like a miracle. It's like a miracle. Literally, you're like, how is this guy this good? But that's just my opinion. SGA is the ultimate free throw merchant. Eminem, in terms of rapping, is one of the most gifted rappers of all time. Eminem is right there. And Drake is behind Eminem. Drake is way behind Eminem. And in terms of rapping, Kendrick Lamar ain't messing with Eminem. As a rapper, he's not messing with him, bro. Now, songs is different. As a rapper, bro, nah. Anyway, let me get back to this. This is turning into a hip-hop debate, which is not really the point of the show. And I'm not a hip-hop, what do you call it? Not a connoisseur, but I'm not a hip-hop specialist or whatever. So I don't think I'm the right person to be having these conversations with. So let me show y'all what Paul Pierce had to say one more time. So this is what Paul Pierce had to say. He said, Michael Jordan had a limited bag. SGA got more of a bag. Let me play the sound for y'all.
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
he was Jordan bag.
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had a bag. Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Like what's up? All right. What do we define as a bag? First of all, just handles to the shot.
I think to me,
like wow. Then get
not
it
just
off.
handles, but you have a plethora of moves in your bag.
Yeah. The defense does this.
They
I
don't
cannot go to this.
You're not predictable.
Yes. You have multiple answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me, that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble.
You knew you were not stopping him to get to a spot, and he's athletic enough to jump and shoot over you.
Y'all agree
give you a
with the
shoulder
people that say Mike had a limited bag?
Mike had limited bag.
I don't agree. I just don't think he had to use his bag.
You guys are crazy,
He didn't need to do all that fancy shit. He just
He
was right to the business. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Shea got more of a bag though, but Shea usually gets to his, he can get to his spot.
Bro,
but Mike had a bag, but didn't have to use it.
So impeccable.
So you heard what he said. I think that's crazy. Somebody said until a rapper goes on a full tour like Drake. Bro, peak Kanye West is better than Drake, bro. I mean, than Kendrick Lamar. Peak Kanye West, peak from like not graduation, from late registration to graduation. I think what came after that? Is it 808s and Heartbreaks? I forgot the next album that came out. That stretch of albums that Kanye West, bro, like Kendrick Lamar is not seeing that. And I love Kendrick Lamar. Matter of fact, because some people think I'm a Kendrick Lamar hater. This is my library on my phone because some people think I don't like Kendrick Lamar. Look, Kendrick Lamar. These are all his albums that I got. These are all Kendrick's albums that I got. Right? Good Kid, Mad City, I think is his best work to this day. This album right here. After that, I got How to Pimp a Butterfly, the second one. Then I got Damn after that, and that's how I'm rocking. But so I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. Like I'm a huge Kendrick, but I don't think he's done anything better than Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think so. I remember when I heard Good Kid, Mad City, I could not believe my ears when I heard that album. I have never been to Compton, California, ever. I've been to LA one time. I've never been to Compton. Listening to that album, I never grew up in Compton, none of that. This guy made me feel like a kid growing up like I felt like I was there. He literally put me in the shoes of a young dude growing up in that environment. It's a masterpiece, that album. Masterpiece, in my personal opinion. So it's a masterpiece. And I think that's one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all. That's just my opinion. But, so I think he hasn't topped that album yet. That's just my point. Are you kidding me? The songs on it? What? Don't Kill My Vibe, Backseat Freestyle, The Art of Peer. What? Then he hit you with Money Trees. Then he hit you with Poetic Justice. And then the Good Kid, Mad City. Then he hit you with the sick. Man, are y'all serious? Nah, that album was something else. That album, no, y'all are hate. Don't do that don't do that. That album is incredible, bro. And my favorite Drake album, funny enough, since we talking hip hop, I don't know how this live turned into hip hop, but my favorite Drake album, the one I listen to the most, is this one. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of it. Is this one right here? This one right here. Dark Lane Demo Tapes. I don't know if it was an album or whatever. That's my favorite joint right there. This one right here. Dark Lane Memo Tapes. That's my joint. I'll be listening to that. But anyway. Let me read. That's a mixtape? That's an incredible mixtape, bro. I thought it was an album. It's an incredible mixtape. Scarface is better than Nas and Big. Bro, chill out. You said that too quickly. Scarface is one of the greats, but you said that a little bit too. You said it like it was not even a conversation, bro. Like, take it easy. Drake is better than Jay-Z. No. Drake is not better than Jay-Z, bro. He's not better than Jay-Z. He's not. He is not better than Jay-Z, bro. I'm sorry. No. I'm not doing that. Anyway. This is the live, man. This is the story, man. We done lost track of this live. We done lost the plot. But anyway, guys, man, that's the story. We got another video dropping in a little bit. Make sure you guys join. Unless y'all want to keep talking about it, I don't mind. Like, if y'all want to keep talking about it for the next 10, 15 minutes, I'm good. Like, I don't mind talking about it. I ain't got nothing to do in the next 15 minutes. So if y'all want us to keep talking about this hip-hop shit, let's talk about it for the next. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want us to keep talking about it. I don't mind talking about it for the next 5, 10 minutes. It's all good with me. Make sure y'all join the free newsletter we got pinned at the top. He said, who else we got? Now, I just saw somebody said Drake is better than MGK. MGK is really good though. MGK is they're pretty good. But Jay-Z is overrated. I kind of get what you're saying in terms of, like, I think I forgot what list where they said he's the greatest rapper of all time. I think that's crazy. But one of the greatest rappers, yes, the greatest, I think that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. I'm not putting Jay-Z in terms of greatness. I'm not putting him ahead of Pac. I'm not putting him ahead of Biggie. Nas is a toss-up. It depends on what you like. You got Snoop Dogg, in terms of like what he meant to the game. He's there, but I don't think he's the greatest ever. If we're going through the top 10 greatest rappers of all time, I'm just giving you off the top of my head, like, just some names. You got Biggie, Pac, Nas, Eminem, Lil Wayne. Who else am I thinking? Who else is not? Snoop Dogg. Who else? You got Outkast. You can throw Outkast in there. You could throw. I'm talking about like people that also had a big impact, like a huge impact. You can throw Outkast in there. Kanye, to a certain extent, you can throw him in there. There's so many, but like, so to say Jay-Z's 50 Cent also was big for East Coast rap, but not even just East Coast, like in general. But to say Jay-Z is better than all of them, nah, no way. I wouldn't say that. There are too many good, like too many greats. I wouldn't say that. J. Cole is there too. Not in the top 10, but J. Cole is up there too. There's so many. There's so many people I'm not even mentioning. Literally. And there's so many legends in the game. So many. You got Young Jeezy. You can go all the way back to KRS-One, Rakim. You got so many. Then you can go to the rap groups. Oh, you mentioned DMX. You got the Locks. You got so many people, man. So many groups. So it's tough to just say like one guy is better than all of them. But if usually the two greatest rappers of all time are usually considered Tupac and Biggie. Usually it's those guys. And then it's really everybody else. It's usually everybody else after that. So there've been a lot of great rappers, man. A lot. And a lot of influential. You got NWA. Because if you're not talking about music and influence, you got to mention NWA. There's so many, man. There's so many. So many. So I don't think it's as easy as some people like to make it seem. So to say Jay-Z's better than all of these guys, I don't know about all of that. I really don't. Nipsey Hussle to me is like one of my favorite artists of all time. Nipsey Hussle is one of my favorite artists. Somebody said Shaq is better than Drake. Who else we got? A lot of industry rappers are pushed. He said, I'm trying to keep it basketball. Now the basketball show's over. We're just talking hip-hop for the next 5 minutes. I think we're done. I just want to chop it up with some of the people here that are talking about hip-hop. Prodigy is also pretty good. Yes, absolutely. J. Cole is overhated. If you like Drake, you should. I like J. Cole a lot, actually. And I think J. Cole is super talented. He said Damian Lillard is better than Drake. What else we got? Big Pun, of course, is underrated as well. Big Pun can rap his ass off too. Absolutely. Big Pun. I didn't even mention LL Cool J. Like, there's so many, man. He said Tupac, Hit 'Em Up is the best diss track. What was the last diss track that everybody made a big deal out of? The Drake, was it the Drake one? Back to Back? Was it the one when he dissed what's the one he dissed? Meek Mill? Was it Back to Back? It was Back to Back, right? I thought that shit was trash. No Vaseline is up there. Hit 'Em Up, No Vaseline, Ether, Like, you're talking about some of the greatest diss record. That back to back, the way they was pumping it back to back. I'm like, yo, bro, this is trash, bro. People tried to push it so much. I wasn't feeling it at the time. I think Hit 'Em Up may be the most disrespectful one. And given the fact of who was dissing who, maybe that's the reason why people were doing that. Now Ether was just when Ether dropped. I remember that song when it dropped in high school. I was in New York City when that song dropped. I don't know where you were at, but literally every day we came to school, we was talking about Ether. Literally every single day we were talking about that damn song in high school. Every day we kept on talking about that song. Bro, Kumo D and LL Beef It. The Death Row blow was hard. Let me read a few more. We're gonna be out of here in like 2 minutes. Let me just see. Taylor Made was underrated. Euphoria, great. Yeah, that was a great diss track too. Ether was fire. Ether was incredible. Anyway, guys, man, appreciate you guys for being a part of this live, man. I'm gonna definitely let y'all go. We got another video dropping in a little bit, so make sure y'all check out, be on the lookout for that. And we're gonna catch y'all later, man. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one, and I'm out.